Now, today marks 3 years since the country's hotly contested elections that led to the first ever nullification of a presidential result in the region. The aftermath was chaos and a bloodbath that culminated in a mock swearing-in of opposition leader Raila Odinga. The tension that risked sinking the country to the brink of the precipice was only averted when sense prevailed in the infamous handshake deal between President Uhuru Kenyatta and opposition chief Raila Odinga. Sam Ogina looks at the long journey that resulted in the birth of the Building Bridges initiative.
Kenyans queued peacefully like they always do to cast their ballots on August 8, 2017 general election. But the results of the presidential election were bitterly disputed and subsequently nullified by the Supreme Court over charges of electoral malpractices. A state of anxiety followed for the next 60 days as the two sides, Jubilee and NASA, wrangled over the form and shape of the repeat election. The opposition wanted the electoral body IEBC out disbanded for bungling the election, but this demand never bore fruit. The repeat election was characterized by boycotts in opposition strongholds, with the electoral agency IEBC being blocked from carrying out the exercise. Police officers would clash with opposition supporters, this as President Uhuru Kenyatta went ahead to controversially secure his second term.
I, Uhuru Kenyatta.
President Kenyatta would, however, not settle down after the swearing-in. The opposition sustained a defiance campaign that took the form of street demonstrations, violent confrontations with police, and at some point, calls for a commercial boycott of certain products. The peak of the building crisis came when the opposition staged a mock swearing-in ceremony of NASA chief Raila Odinga.
Uphold sovereignty, integrity.
With the country risking to slide into anarchy, there was a cessation of animosity sealed by the infamous March 9, 2018 handshake deal. President Uhuru Kenyatta and opposition chief Raila Odinga coming together to broker a deal to promote inclusivity and unity of purpose for the country. 3 years down the line, the offshoot of the handshake deal, the Building Bridges Initiative Task Force team completed its mandate with claims of having the BBI report ready for submission to the principals. A month since the lapsing of its extended mandate on the 30th of June 2020, no report has been made public. The civil society poking holes at the legality of the BBI process.
The Building Bridges Initiative, which has revealed itself to be a scam, a waste of public resources, and an attempt at mutilating the Constitution, be abandoned to give way to the full implementation of the letter and the spirit of the Constitution.
The BBI process paving way for constitutional amendments. Already, the President and his opposition counterpart have aligned the bicameral House in a purge to rid of stumbling blocks that could derail the constitutional review process. The Referendum Bill 2020, which proposes measures to bridge the existing legal and constitutional gaps for conducting a referendum, is now at the National Assembly. But with the groundwork laid, speculation is rife on the status of the final BBI report, with reports indicating of a standoff within the committee that has delayed the handing over of the report to the President and opposition chief Raila Odinga.
Even the way the committee was formed and its life has expired. And it has not given a report. So, there's no BBI.
The BBI is an attempt by a few people to consolidate power and remain in power. It is not about the people, it is not about us.
Sam Ogina, Citizen TV, Nairobi.